is green. Green is green. Can't you see?
We can
I'm
see.
just joking. Um, Hello everyone. My name is Bisola Amuda, and welcome back to my channel. So on this episode, I've brought back Dr. Fabio Mariam. Hi Mariam. Welcome.
Hi,
Thank you for
thank
joining us
you.
once again.
Thank you for having me.
From the other episode that we uploaded, the first episode, on this episode, we are still going to be discussing more on some pertinent questions that we always ask Dr. Google, but not an actual doctor.
Hi there. Welcome to 57 Isaac John Shortlet Apartments. We have two-bedroom apartments, fully furnished with a built-in kitchen and suite master bedrooms, 24/7 electricity, access to internet. Our facilities are 20 minutes away from both the international and local airports. Come on down. We can't wait to host you.
Mariam, thank you so much for joining us. I would like to start by talking about the rise of lifestyle diseases and how we can sort of protect ourselves. So, what are even lifestyle diseases? Let's start from there.
Okay, so just as the name implies, they are basically diseases with lifestyle causes.
Okay.
Things we do on day-to-day basis. Maybe it's the lack of sleep, or lack of rest, or stress, or the things that we take into our bodies, food, alcohol, cigarettes, anything
Yeah.
really that we do.
Okay.
There aren't things that we get from other people.
Okay.
Like all these communicate with us. There are things that occur as a result of our lifestyle. So basically that's
Okay. So, how does diet, stress, and let's say you being inactive contribute to early onset of diseases?
okay. Um for the food, for the diet, it's it's very straightforward.
Okay.
Our body goes through different processes every day. So when we deprive the body of the nutrients, the fuel that the body needs to replenish, then the body cannot function as it's supposed to. When you're maybe carbohydrate or protein deficient, then the body soldiers are weak.
Okay.
Basically, they're
Okay.
weak. They can't reproduce. So infections or diseases can easily fester, and then you have these diseases coming.
Okay. Okay.
Your body can't fight them.
Okay. So I want to speak a bit about hormonal imbalance, right? What are hormonal imbalance?
Okay. Well, I mean, we're ladies.
Yeah.
and
Or what causes them, rather,
That's
not
it.
what they have. What causes them?
What causes hormonal imbalance? Interesting, because it is actually something that is very common. It's something that occurs even in people that are seemingly healthy. You can only detect maybe through some symptoms,
Okay.
like maybe when your menses is irregular, and then you decide to check, then you will see that okay, my hormones are not
Balance.
yes,
Okay.
they're not good. So what causes them are basically everyday lifestyle choices. The stress, when you're stressed, your hormones are all over the place. They're not regulating themselves as they're supposed to. So you can have it as a result of that.
Okay.
Poor sleep, poor
Okay.
diet. If you're the type that takes excess processed food, processed sugar, fried food,
Okay.
saturated fats,
okay.
All these things, they can affect your hormones
Okay.
in a way.
Okay.
Yes, so diet, lack of exercise.
Okay.
If you live a sedentary lifestyle, our body likes for us to be active in
Okay.
a way.
Okay.
When you're active, then your brain sends like different signals to different parts of our body, which will now regulate the
Okay.
hormones, produce some as are needed,
Okay.
or reduce some when they're not needed. So
Okay.
if you don't have all these things in place, then your body is likely to not be able to do that.
Okay.
So you have hormonal imbalance.
Okay. So I want us to look at the signs of this hormonal imbalance in men versus women.
Men are very lucky.
Oh, okay.
If I must say, because they usually do not have these signs. The hormonal aspect of their reproductive system is not so pronounced as females. I mean, we are the ones that go through these different phases in our cycle I mean, almost every day of the month there's something
Yeah.
that we have to
Yeah.
deal with, whether it's from ovulation or from menses or from
There's always
normal.
something.
There's always something.
Okay.
So it is very, very easy to know that
There's something.
yes,
Okay.
for females. But for men, they don't. Every day is a jolly day for them. They don't really. So the hormonal imbalance does not really affect them per se.
Okay.
Although in some cases it affects their sperm production, the quality of their sperm, and some other things related to that. But mostly it's the women that. So
Experiences them.
yes.
Okay.
So these symptoms can be as little as headaches in women to as high as hair falling out
Ooh.
or acne, weight gain or weight loss.
Yeah.
You're bloated. You have memory loss.
Interesting.
It could be anything.
Okay.
That's why I said the men are really enjoying. So yes, it could be skin dry.
Yeah.
Your tummy bloated. Your menses irregular.
Different things.
So many different
Okay,
things.
so how do we then balance this hormones?
So once you know that, once you are aware, because there's something we call physiologic,
Okay.
which means like it's normal.
Okay.
It's normal for you to go through ovulation. It's normal for you to go through menses,
Okay.
and you have those symptoms at the time.
Okay.
So that would not really, unless it is so bad that it affects your day-to-day
Okay.
living or day-to-day
Okay.
activities.
Okay.
If it's just irregular, then you just try to adopt lifestyle modifications. Eat healthy, balanced diet.
Okay.
Cannot be overemphasized.
Okay.
Take fruits and vegetables, drink a lot of water, rest when you can, sleep well. It is even said in studies that women need more sleep during these periods, during your menstrual periods. And some people would even say, like, I would have maybe patients come to me and say, whenever I'm menstruating, I sleep a lot. And that's because their body just automatically takes what it needs. So they tend
for them
to,
to
yes.
rest and okay.
So you sleep, you rest, exercise if you're able to, a good diet. However, once it is so distressing that you can't function normally, then
Okay.
you need to go to the hospital.
Okay.
Yes, because it might be a sign that you have an
Something
underlying problem.
Okay.
Yes, so it's either that your lifestyle changes or you go to the hospital for a check and medications and all of that. So that is how.
Okay. So I want us to speak a bit about self-medication, and that's very common, especially amongst us Nigerians. Any small thing, headache, I'm taking something. You're
Yes.
experiencing pains in your body, you're taking something. So what are the dangers of self-medicating when it comes to pains, headache, just self-medication in general?
We're not even supposed to be having this conversation, guys.
You said I don't want to hear it.
It's 2025, guys. We should stop self-medicating. The reason is not so far-fetched. I mean, for example, let's take the headache.
Okay.
If you have a headache, there are like 15 different things that could be causing your headache. It could be migraines, it could be malaria, it could be a brain tumor, it could be hormonal issues, it could be stress, it could be your BP that is going up. So you can't really tell
What's causing it?
yes.
Or is even the right medication?
Exactly. So if you take paracetamol, the pain goes for a while.
Yeah.
But what's causing it is still there. So that is why it is important, guys. Again, it is important to go to a certified healthcare worker.
All right, so my last question to you is, how does our lifestyle affect fertility, like in women?
So fertility is a very tricky subject. It's a very complex subject, right? So in most cases, it's either there's a medical condition that would prevent you from getting pregnant, from being fertile. But in some cases, the things that we do in our day-to-day lives, yes, affect. So some of these things are basically things that we might not even like see as anything. For example, stress, which everyday stress. I mean, but once it becomes something that is chronic, it becomes something that comes every single day, then it affects your hormones, and your hormones are they are like one of the most important things when it comes to fertility. So if your hormones are disrupted, then definitely you would have issues getting pregnant. There's poor sleep. If you're not sleeping well, your hormones can be disrupted. The food that you eat, for example, if you take a lot of processed sugar, processed food, things like that can affect your hormones too. Your weight, either you're overweight or underweight, whichever one of those
also
can
affect.
also affect you.
Okay.
The things that you do, like alcohol, cigarettes, drugs, these things also have a way of messing with your um
Your hormones.
yes.
Okay.
So they can. So etc. etc.
They-
Actually,
like
there's a
this-
long
it's
list.
endless.
I'm just saying that the
Yeah.
things that you do
Okay.
can
Okay.
affect fertility.
Okay. I mean, that was my last question to you. But do you have any final words to our viewers? Anything to tell them?
Well, I would just like to. I think I have already reiterated the fact, but I
Okay.
would still like to say it again. Please say no to self medication. Go to the hospital if you feel any type of way. It's better to be safe than sorry.
So that's it for this episode. I hope you've learned something. She has emphasized it a lot, saying no to self-medication. Like the video, comment. You can ask questions, and I'm sure she's going to be in the comment section. And
Definitely.
she would give you. She's expensive.
Definitely.
I was a very expensive doctor. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next episode.
Hi there. Welcome to 57A Shortlet Apartments. Come right in, let me show you around. So this is our 2-bedroom shortlet apartments in the heart of Yaba. Over here we have our service kitchens with our gas cookers, the sink, everything is inbuilt. And we have our fridges, microwave, everything ready for your use at our Airbnbs. You don't have to worry about cooking, you don't have to worry about heating up your food. Everything is already here for you. And over here we have a lovely dining set so you can host people and have a nice time just connecting. We have 2 bedrooms, a master bed, which is en suite with the bathroom and the toilets. The room is very spacious. We have a walk area in the room. Very nice TV to relax once you're done working. We also have ample amounts of space to hang your clothes and to also just feel like you're in a place away from home. As you can see, like I said, very spacious. This is another room. You don't want the TV here. If you have kids also using this Airbnb with you while they're on holiday but they have assignments, it's a nice place for them to work from. And even if you're working from home, you can also work from home comfortably. All our beds are very comfortable and you have a nice time at our Airbnb at 57A Isaac John. What did I mention? Our shortlet facilities are 20 minutes away from the local and international airports, making it so easy for you to travel, to pick up your guests and bring them right over here.